Tearing down the old to make way for the new. Miami's construction boom was already well underway before COVID-19 hit. Now it's ramping up as businesses keen to escape high taxes, cramped cities and expensive real estate look for new opportunities.
This whole area of Wynwood is going to be the new epicenter of construction for Miami.
Across Miami, spaces are being snapped up faster than they can be built. It's all part of a potentially seismic shift as money moves away from states like New York and California that have been decimated by COVID-19.
I would say utter Wild West. It's completely 180 from what it was about a year ago when COVID hit. All of a sudden you have every tech firm, every major hospitality firm, every restaurant group all coming in. Not just Miami, all of South Florida. We're seeing a huge increase in numbers in Fort Lauderdale, Delray, Boca Raton, Palm Beach, no inventory.
It's a mass migration city officials are keen to embrace. For years, they've been trying to convince businesses that Florida is more than just beaches and sunshine. One of the most vocal proponents of making the move is Miami's Mayor Francis Suarez, who's promoting the city in more expensive states like California.
I think if we're able to continue to capitalize on this moment and truly convert it into a movement where things tectonically shift, I think that Miami could catapult very quickly to being one of the most important cities on the planet.
The exodus includes tech companies from Silicon Valley as California continues to fight COVID, and Wall Street firms ready to embrace remote working and take advantage of Florida's lower taxes. It's not just Miami's skyline where you can see the changes. Here on the waterways of Miami Beach, there's so much more traffic for people that can own or rent boats that local residents are complaining. But with so much wealth and power moving to this city, what about Miami's lower income communities? Affordable housing has been a long-term issue here, but prices are sharply rising across the city. Much of this state is driven by low-wage service industry jobs, already hit hard by the pandemic, something advocates for cheaper housing say needs to be taken into account.
We have over and over and over made the mistake of not factoring in who lives here now. How can we improve the lives of people who live here now instead of driving them out? And so this is, we've made that mistake plenty of times, enough to learn that up front, that has to be part of the deal. And so as we look to redevelop, for example, publicly owned land, right, to create more units of housing, right? That's got to be built in. We need housing that is priced at a more affordable level.
The rapid growth and investment here seems set to continue for some time. This state's less stringent approach to tackling the pandemic and keeping businesses open is also attracting new residents. In stark contrast, cities like New York and Los Angeles experience long shutdowns, something that many business owners push back against. Miami's mayor says all those factors make this city attractive and will benefit new arrivals and those already here.
And what some call gentrification, others call economic opportunity and the ability for upward mobility. So it's really hard when you talk about income inequality and you talk about poverty to create opportunities if you don't create high-paying jobs. And obviously there's a second piece to it, which is making sure that there's an educational system in place that allows people to be successful. And that's something that we're going to continue to work on to make sure that we're on the cutting edge of that as well.
The pandemic has changed the lives of millions, the way we work and where we live. What Miami becomes in the years ahead is anyone's guess. Who benefits and who's left behind may be more consequential. Andy Gallacher, Al Jazeera, Miami, Florida.